What if the first war in history was not fought by humans, but by gods? Not for land, not for wealth, but for something far more dangerous. The power to decide how the world should be ruled. Thousands of years ago, Egypt believed the universe itself stood on the edge of collapse because the king of order, Osiris, had been murdered. And when a god dies, the world trembles. When Osiris was murdered, Egypt did not simply lose a king, it lost balance. And when balance disappears, power rushes in to replace it. Set wasted no time. He did not wait for judgment. He did not wait for the gods. He simply took the throne, because chaos moves quickly when no one resists it. Under Set's rule, storms grew stronger. Floods came without warning, and the people of Egypt began to whisper something terrifying. The balance of the world was breaking.
But one goddess refused to accept this future. Isis. Isis knew the danger. Set would not simply take the throne. He would eliminate every threat. And so she disappeared into the marshlands of the Nile. There, hidden among reeds and shallow waters, she raised Horus in secret. The boy did not grow up in palaces. He grew up listening to the river. He grew up in hiding, learning from the river, watching the desert winds. Isis taught him patience. Not every battle should be fought immediately, because chaos often defeats itself when confronted with wisdom. But one day, the time for hiding would end. Horus would not simply inherit a throne. He would have to earn the right to restore balance.
Eventually, the conflict could no longer remain hidden. The gods gathered to decide the fate of Egypt. Set argued power, strength, dominance. He claimed that order must be enforced through fear. Horus argued something different: balance, justice, responsibility.
We must restore the balance. Justice and responsibility are the pillars of our order.
And so the gods did not choose immediately. Instead, they demanded trials, competitions, tests. Because the throne of Egypt could not belong to the strongest god. It had to belong to the god who could preserve Ma'at. The battles between Horus and Set became legend. They fought across deserts, across rivers, across the sky itself. The power of the two gods collides, unleashing dazzling light and deafening roars. At that moment, Set lands a powerful blow to Horus's face, causing him to lose his balance and crash to the ground. Horus feels a sharp pain as he tries to rise again, realizing that his eye has been struck and his vision is blurred, with one eye nearly losing its brilliance. In that moment, despair and anger fill his heart. But he knows this is not the end. It is a moment he must rise again. storm against sunlight, chaos against order. But the struggle revealed something deeper.
Horus did not fight to destroy Set. He fought to contain him. Because the Egyptians believed chaos could never truly disappear. It could only be placed within limits.
And when the final battle ended, the gods declared that Horus would rule Egypt. Horus won the throne, but victory did not solve everything, because chaos still existed. The Egyptians believed true order required something more. A system, a balance, a throne built not on power, but on Mot. And that story belongs to the final chapter, the Throne of Balance, Civilization Restored. Perhaps the deepest layer of the battle of Horus and Set is not about who possesses power, but whether a person can return to their center in the midst of inner disorder. True sovereignty is not always about conquering everything. Often, it is a form of inner order. The ability to remain in the storm without surrendering your judgment and direction. Horus matters not only because he prevails. He matters because he reminds us that, even if you have been wounded, confused, and blinded for a time, you may still learn to see again, align again, and become the guardian of your own life.
If your life has recently felt like a battle between Horus and Set, perhaps you can ask yourself, what kind of chaos most easily pulls me away? And what is it that I truly want to protect within myself? Perhaps it is clarity. Perhaps it is boundaries. Perhaps it is the ability to believe that you can see again. If you enjoy this way of connecting myth, philosophy, and everyday symbols, I will continue sharing more themes like this. Because myth is never only an ancient story. It may also be one of the ways we come to understand ourselves.
At Arcane Soteria, we believe that understanding the past can illuminate our present and guide our future. Join us as we continue to seek wisdom in the ancient tales.
Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on today's topic or your own experiences with order and chaos in your life. Thank you for being a part of our community.
Arcane Soteria.
Illuminate your path with ancient wisdom.